So in games, in this folder, I built a folder with some really old DOS games that I thought might be good to make some videos about. So that's what this is for. This is specifically, I guess you could call it like a YouTube production list or a Twitch production list. But now that I look at it, it really takes me back. There's a lot of history in this folder, especially since, by and large, most of the names have been reduced so that they don't run off. So if you look at this one here, this is Chicago 90, but if it's longer than, I think it's 7 characters, then it does a tilde and a 1 at the end. So here's the Jill of the Jungle games. Jill of the Jungle 1, 2, 3. Also got the Adventure Construction set here, which was a big one when I was a kid. My dad had that from Electronic Arts. Pinball Construction set down here. That was a really big one. 8 years ago when I started on YouTube, that was one of the first videos I made was about that. And I was the first person to ever make a video about Pinball Construction set that was not just plain footage with no commentary on it. But today's not about that. Today's about Jill of the Jungle. CD Jill 1. Alright. I played through most of this last night. Oops. What's the executable? I don't know how to look for just the executables. I never knew how to do that. It's just Jill. Alright. Look at that. Epic Mega Games. Brought us such hits as ZZT, which was a huge one for me. We've also got Epic Pinball, right? There was an Epic Pinball table that starred Jill of the Jungle, I believe. Alright. Excuse me. Such a cool game. I believe Tim Sweeney was quoted saying that this was his first and last game. That was, or his last game as a developer. He also worked on the Unreal Engine. Oh boy, that's loud. I'm hoping this comes out good in the mix because that's really loud in my earphones. Hang on. There we go. That's much better. Alright. So, I'm going to see, just briefly, if I can get this D-pad to work. Instructions, ordering info. No, I guess I can't without digging into Joy to Key. And these streams, I've got so little time to do them that I can't really do that. That's not an option. So we're going to start at the beginning. Alright. The sound effects are hilarious because I know that when they made this, they must have been just so incredibly proud of the sound effects. There we go. Let's dig in. Found a knife. Whew. Now the platforming has kind of a Star Tropics thing going on. Oh, look at that. I missed that yesterday. Anyway, a Star Tropics sort of thing, and by that I mean if you change direction, she'll change direction before she starts moving. And it takes a unit of action to do that. So the I feel like, especially when compared to later platforming games, that it really kind of breaks it up a little bit in a bad way. But that's alright. I played this for maybe 20 minutes last night, and by the end of it I was pretty used to it. Jill enters the map, so that's level 1. Very simple. So here's another one. I remember reading that the Jill of the Jungle, right? Young boys, it was like kind of a coming of age thing to see her climb the ladder. I never thought of it that way, to be honest. To me, it was always like, I knew who George of the Jungle was, and Jill of the Jungle was just like, well, I guess they wanted to make a George of the Jungle game, but couldn't get the license, so they had to do the best they could. All right. That's the sound effect that she makes when when she takes damage. Just cracks me up. Whoo! All right. It's not looking good, but we can still make it. That's even funnier. Jill enters the jungle map. And off we go. Jeez. I was playing this last night and the same thing happened, where every time it made that sound effect, it's just like, it kind of brought the action to a stop. Because I just thought it was so funny. Level 3, the hut. This one's got some unfair platforming, if you ask me. Alright, off we go. You get these big, I guess, boulder type things rolling back and forth in really short spaces. There we go. I did that a lot better than last night. One-way gate, which should close behind me. And now we're in level 4. Pac-Man cameo there, which, by the way, I thought was the coolest thing ever. Wonder if I can kill these guys. No, I can't. Another thing, last night my dagger got stuck in this wall. I was just throwing it around and I got stuck. And the thing about that is, if you look at your inventory, when I throw the dagger, I lose it. So if it got stuck, it's not like I could just walk off the screen and throw another one. That was the end. All right. Off we go. Level 5. Up and at him. Oh boy. Oh, I got 3 daggers now. Yeah. Boo. I thought there was some kind of, Whoa, man. I think it's gonna kill me when I open that door, I bet. Jeez Louise. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna bother with that up there this time. Or no, wait, I guess I have to because it's got a key. Right, but only to that extent, and then I'm out. Much better. Alright. We are flying, man. We are absolutely making this happen. Spooky, scary skeleton. Let's get some tea for that one. Oh, man, oh, man. Alright, so one of those down, and I gotta come back in a bit. Jill enters the forest. I got lost here last time because I didn't realize left you can't jump, right? So you go to the right and you spend the time looking for the high jump power up. So last night when I played this, I forgot that beginning bit. So I got the high jump power up, and then I was like, well, I guess that's, I don't know where to go now. Alright. And there it is, hidden off the bottom of the screen. Nope. I botched that. Alright, come on now. They're right next to each other. Oh well. How am I supposed to get through that? There we go. That's alright. I don't mind taking the damage. This is still pretty easy at this point. We can just take the damage. It's not a big deal. I think there's apples up here also. Whatever. Yeah, see, there we go. And now we're up and to the left. It's a good time to save your game. All right. This thing freaked me out as a kid. It's like a big early MS-DOS totem kind of thing, but I don't know. It just freaked me out as a kid because it had eyes that followed me. Go up. I suspect at some point this is going to be released on GOG.com. I can't believe it hasn't been already. They've got Commander Keen. They've got Crystal Caves and Secret Agent. I'm kind of surprised they don't have this one yet. There must have been something where the Epic Mega Games. Oh, jeez. The Epic Mega Games in particular must have been difficult to acquire. Because they had Pinball Dreams, right? Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies for the Amiga or whatever. They had those for like forever, for years. And the far superior Epic Pinball they just got. Are you kidding me? Might as well take care of that thing in case I fall again. So they'll probably add this game at some point. And then I think that at this point, this might be the only really missing big name MS-DOS game that I can think of that GOG is missing. There was a lot when I first started going to GOG. They only really had a fraction of the games I could think of for MS-DOS. That has since changed. Yeah, so now we got the diamond. We can go back here and use it. Is there anything else this way? Dashes into the castle. Oh no. Tricky. I don't think I did this last night. This must be skippable. Not that tricky. I guess a little bit tricky. You gotta go from the bottom, right? Okay, so those one little platforms in the middle those are low enough that when you jump, you won't go over. Got it. So I gotta go from here to this one. To this one. Got the key. Done and done. One down. Nice to have full health. Then we follow the same path down. And then we gotta come back with another key. I don't remember ever playing this. I must have skipped this even like when I played through this as a kid. Because I know if you go straight down to the cave portion, there's like a bunch of levels down there. Why am I going left? Okay. It was forcing me to go left for a minute. Alright, hang on. Oh man. Got some tea. Gotta say, this is the time I really miss coffee though. I was drinking a lot of coffee. And then I had my gallbladder out recently, so I've been off of it since the surgery. So this is maybe 4 weeks without any coffee. Somebody who was up to 3-4 cups a day dropped down to 0, like all of the sudden. And I actually got away with it pretty well too, because usually with coffee, when you stop drinking it, you get really bad headaches. I had a little, but it was kind of delayed. Like I didn't start getting headaches until I had been off of it for like 2 weeks, which is very weird. Alright. This is kind of a cool level. Look at that. Up on a castle. I think if I go left, it'll get me out. What's right? Anything? Nothing. That's it. I got the diamond. Okay, so now it makes sense. Down in the cave, I was talking about this last night when I played it. Here, let's go take a look. So I needed one more to get in here, but once I do it, and then I get down in here, there's a bonus level. Yeah, I've never been in here. And that castle wasn't really hidden, it was just off to the right. Alright, let's get a little save going. Get some tea. Oh, how we doing? Maybe somebody will watch the video. You never know. Alright. Tight quarters. Puzzle platforming. This game really would have benefited from a level editor, which is something Tim Sweeney did a lot, right? I read that his design philosophy was make the tools first, then make the game with the tools and release them both. So we saw that with ZZT. ZZT came out, and it was its own game, but then what made it awesome was that there were all these cool tools, so you could build a game with it. Look at that. That's weird. And now we're just on the other side, and that's the castle. Let's do it. Bounce into the bonus level. I've never seen this. Save. Bonus. This is spooky. This is a spooky house. Scary crabs. Look at all those jump bonuses. Why I could go. How do you get up there? Probably with all those jump bonuses. So that means I need a key. Being full, I want to try. Come on. There we go. There's the key. Alright. How do you get up there? Ooh, let's see how high I can jump. Ha! Sweet. That's where it's at. Now we got something like Legend of Kage on the Nintendo. And I'm sorry, I can't call it Legend of Kage, not anymore. Somebody made the point that that game was nobody called it Legend of Kage when we were kids, and that's true. Nobody did call it that. I didn't hear it called that until I was much older and on the internet, and I just kind of went with it the first time somebody told me. So that's it. That was the bonus stage. Does that mean I can jump this high, like out? Yeah, it does. I'm not finding any awesome secrets though. That's still super cool. Woo! There's the bonus stage. Just keep on headed down. Alright, so we got about 10 more minutes to stream. I remember thinking this design concept of having a stage that's full of blocks you can break away was like a really cool design. But in reality, to play it, it's a pain in the butt. It's one of the more painful stages to play in this game. Especially with this extra action to change direction sort of mechanic. I think it's makes the whole affair kind of a drag. Went a lot smoother than it did last night, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I left my... No, I do. Okay, I was going to say, I left my weapon up there. That'd be terrible. Ooh. Sip of tea for that one. Jill enters the jungle map. Off we go. Another bonus. I guess you gotta be the Firebird or whatever to come through there. What do we got? We got levels 9 and 10. And then we need some gems to get out of here. The Phoenix Maze. Okay, so this is when I played last night. This is as far as I made it. I got about 10 more minutes to do this. So if I touch that Phoenix thing, then I become the Phoenix. As a kid, I thought this was just the coolest thing. And that was telling me that if I touch the water, because I'm a Firebird, if I touch the water, then I'm dead. Mechanic-wise, we have something that feels a lot like Flappy Bird. But not quite as stiff. Anything in here? It's a lot of keys. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, what a drag. Alright, so I got a flap and fire. What does the fire do? Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I can't take care of the ghosts with my normal, like, conventional weapons. Alright, so upper left, there's one that got missed. I think that might be it. But I thought I could kill that thing. I hit Alt and nothing happened. It even made the sound. Oh jeez. You know what? It almost happened again. Wouldn't that be terrible? Oh jeez, it happened again anyway. Oh my gosh. I guess it's not that bad. It seems like I have as many lives as I need, which is something I didn't realize. Alright, one down. Alright, guys and girls. So we can take that one. And we can knock that out. But we still need to get that one last diamond to get out of here, which we can find in level 10. So we're gonna call that a stream. We'll see how this goes. I gotta say, I'm really digging this streaming, but it's also definitely humble beginnings. I've been on YouTube since 2008, and I'm only now just starting with live streaming. This is the second one, the first one being last night. So if you catch any of this, let me know you're out there. I'll see you guys next time.